Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and I wanna thank you guys. Thank you all for all the recent support on YouTube. My last YouTube video, last time I checked, had over 1,000 views, which is just it's surreal to me to even think about. But has over 1,000 views, and my Twitch has been going, getting a lot of viewership as well lately. So I just want to first thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. It means the world to me to have your guys' support. And with your support, I mean, that helps me stay motivated to produce content for you guys. So right now I'm recording on Wednesday. This video is going to come out Thursday, and then I'm also going to record another video later tonight that will come out on Saturday because I'm going to be gone all weekend, and I want to keep this content kind of consistent for you. So you're going to be getting like one video per 2 days for the next 4 days, and so that's kind of what my schedule is going to look like. But here it is, y'all. Here it is. I'm known for being one of the best defensive players, if not the best defensive My Team player in NBA 2K20. So, you guys want to know what the magic formula is, the defensive settings. That was the biggest request I had because everybody's like, yeah, I know you are good with these budget players in the 12-0, but you guys gotta teach me your ways on defense. And so what I'm going to be showing you guys today is my defensive settings, right, and how to kind of use them. Then I'm going to go into my defensive like tips and tricks later on. That is not this video. That'll be later on, a future video. But today I will be getting you guys the defensive settings. And I know a lot of YouTubers that show settings that they don't even use, right? They don't even use the settings, but they will show you whatever it takes. No, guys, I promise you guys, these are my actual settings, my actual 100% defensive settings. So let's get right into it, y'all. Let's get right into it. All right, y'all, here it is. So when I get into the game, the first thing I do is go into defensive setting. The most important thing, and I can't stress this enough, is the on-ball pressure defensive setting. That has to be on smother. Because you guys want to know why? Against the elite players, if you let them set a pick and roll with no resistance, it is over with. It is over with, and I promise you I have played so many competitive games, and even if this is on tight, even if on ball is on tight, you give them enough space to get comfortable. This has to be on smother. It has to be. Because I don't know if I've lost a game against a guy that has just blown by me every time. It's been a guy that has used screens and shot threes off of them. So this has to be on smother. It has to make the guy you're playing uncomfortable. But this setting, I gotta tell you, you gotta use it in a way that makes the most of it, right? So it's on smother. So oftentimes you'll sense your guy getting blown by because it's on smother. So like when they're coming up the court, if they're a rim runner, you gotta on ball sometimes. You gotta predict which way they're gonna go and maybe get a bump steal. Okay, but once they're in the half court set, if this setting's on smother, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about getting blown by because with everybody's it has clamps, right? And when it's on smother, you're really close together. So nobody's getting a blow by, nobody's getting a running start at anything. And if somebody has smothered equipped on me, I can tell. It is so much tougher to score in the half court. And like I said, I cannot stress the on-ball pressure factor enough. The only thing I would say is if you go against a guy that can't shoot, so for example, let's say somebody's running a pink diamond Shaq, right? Then you can put this to gap, right? Then you can put that to gap because Shaq's not doing nothing anyway with the ball. Same thing with Ben Simmons. That's one thing I would say about Ben Simmons is put it on gap because he's not coming around screens and killing you, right? So I would put it on gap as well. But anybody like Tony Parker, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, anybody that can come off a screen and shoot, this has to be on smother. Otherwise, the elite players in this game will kill you. Off-ball pressure, it has to be tight. It has to be tight. It cannot be smothered. I had it on or deny ball. It cannot be deny ball. I had it on deny ball for a couple of weeks, but end of the shot clock back cuts and just get the best of you, right? And a lot of times, if it's on moderate, you'll just see your guys giving them just enough space, right? Somebody will drive a gap, they'll kick it out, and the guy just has just enough space, and you can't react, and he gets like a 20% contest, but it's green anyways. So if this is on tight, they help off, so it's not smothered, right? You're not going to get back cut, but they're close enough to close out and to be able to contest the shot. And same thing, like a lot of times, even on the wing, you'll call a screen, and the wing guy will just automatically help if it's on auto. right? And that'll kill you. So these two are the by far and away the most important settings you guys need to change. And in most games, these are the only settings I touch. You guys might not believe me, but I promise you, in a normal game, in the 250K tournament, I don't know if I touch any other settings besides these two. And you guys might not believe it. The rest is on you. Learning these settings and how to use them effectively is on you. But that's the best advice I can give you. This is what drives me crazy, man. This thing should never be touched. Force direction should never, ever, ever be touched. And when YouTubers, I've watched some past videos in which they say, yes, force them baseline, force them middle. No, you're giving up a rim run or you're giving up a three. It's over with. If you force them middle and they call a screen, and they use the screen, it's over with. They're hitting a three. If you force them baseline, they're deep hash rim running. It's over with. This has to stay on auto. Now on ball screen, a lot of people say switch, but I like leaving it on auto. I like mixing my looks up so the offensive player can't get comfortable. Now, like if you verse a Ben Simmons, somebody like that, going under the screen is not a bad option. But I would not switch it, and I would not ice it, because the moment you switch it, right, and they make them hit the screen and go the other way, it's an instant three. Trust me, I've played so much competitive my team. I know for a fact that automatic is the best setting for on ball screen. Now these all kind of work together. They're all kind of screens wise. Now I've seen a lot of people. Where's it at? Oh, on the pre-rotate. A lot of people ask me if I have that on because my guys swing, right? Like as you can see in this diagram. But no, I do not have it on. All my rotations are manual. All my rotations, I repeat, are manual. But that comes with my defensive settings being smother and tight. Like I said, I don't touch anything else besides these two settings. So you can go down here, you can mess around with these, but honestly, I do not think it really makes that big of a difference. Now, there is one last key setting that there's two more key settings that I can't stress enough. And the first one is making sure your adaptive coaching engine is off. Because if this is on, right, then I'll play and then it'll mess every setting I do up in here. So if I have this on setting or smother and this on tight, if I play a quarter and then go back and look, it might be on auto, and it might be like they both might be back on auto because your coach settings aren't off, right? You have to take control of what your team does out there. So this has to be off. I cannot stress that enough. Otherwise, these settings are useless. What I'm telling you is useless if this adaptive coaching engine is off. So I've told you every factor possible besides the last one, which is not the most important, but a big contributor, and this is the help defense, which has to be off. I see a lot of people saying it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. People say, oh, they're gonna help anyways. Well, yeah, they do help anyways, but not near as much, and not as here's the easy way to put it. When I used to play and people would do a hop step into the middle of the paint, my corners would both crash. They'd kick it to the corner for an easy three. I turn help defense off. They hop step, and sometimes they'll come in, but most of the time they'll stay home in the corners. So here's the thing. With these defensive settings, if you get beat, you're going to get beat by giving up twos. More than likely. I know a lot of people say, how do you stop people around screens? It's these defensive settings, right? And it's my rotations. So when somebody comes off a screen, I'll try to get over. If I get hit by the screen, I'm coming up with my center and I'm rotating from other places. And I will get into all of that in a future video, right? But I just wanted to expose my defensive settings for you guys since all the big tournaments are over with. All of them are over with. So like I said, on ball pressure has to be smothered. Has to 100% be smothered. Off ball has to be tight. And those two things are basically your stepping stone, your starting point. This is your starting point to learning to be an elite defender. An elite defender has to be started by these two settings. Turning your adaptive coaching engine off and turning help to 0. Those 4 things will be the difference between being a good defender and an elite level defender. I'll get into my rotations, how to use those settings in a future video, but I just wanted to get those settings out for y'all. Yeah, y'all, that's gonna be it for the video today. I hope those defensive settings can help you take the next step to being an elite level defender. If you have any questions about any other settings, anything I do on defense, just let me know. Leave any comments, any questions below. Hey man, if you're watching this video and if you've made it this far, please subscribe, man. We're on the road to 1K subscribers, so please subscribe. I love y'all, man, and have a blessed day, y'all.